Fears. Fears are in fact man's biggest enemy, and I can't lie, some are hard to escape. Some we hold on to from childhood and they hinder us as adults. It's clear that it really goes that deep. For instance, I've been scared of Michael Jackson since I was 7 years old. And although I can look at him now and not start crying, every time I see a photo of him, I have to be honest, I feel something within. But with that being said, allow me to present to you the worst types of fear. First, women. The amount of men scared of women these days is a true tragedy. It's like when some men look at women, they're looking at a deadly alien from another planet, a xenomorph if you will. You can even see it with the content these days. The amount of how to talk to women videos, how to cold approach, is crazy because you could just go outside and speak to a woman. This is not some crazy phenomenon. People can blame this on whatever they want, but I feel like it's from two things. Somebody early on in that person's life, not telling them stop being a hoe and go talk to her, and the over-sexualization that's been going on for years now. But this not one of those videos that goes all in depth into that. I know y'all have those friends, or it's probably you, that the idea or thought of walking up to a girl and having a conversation is more frightening than the thought of dying alone, never feeling the walls of a woman. And to that person, I must say, stop it. Get help. Stop it. I've seen a nigga walk up to a woman, say, hi, how are you doing? Get close enough to the point of contact, turn around right in front of her and say, I can't do this. Treating this shit like he's disarming a bomb. Dudes be so scared that they be in position. The women like them and everything. But because they're too flustered, they commit a generational sell. My cousin had gotten to the door with this girl that he was so scared of. She invited him to the crib to chief some. When he came back, I put my hand out like, what it do? What happened? He gonna say when he got there, she sat on the couch, he sat on the other end. He was too stunned to speak. But if I had to give any advice, my nigga, treat the interaction like a normal human interaction and understand that you could get rejected, which leads me to the worst types of fears, part 2, rejection. The fear of rejection is a plague within itself. It does not only stay in the realm of women, but also in the realm of many other things. Getting rejected doesn't feel good, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. The way some of us fear rejection, you would have thought every time it happened, somebody interrupted the conversation with a microphone and let everybody know, hey, this nigga right here just got rejected. It's truly part of the game. I will debunk though, you know when people be saying the worst she could say is no? That's just not true. There are much worse outcomes. Ew, get away from me. That one right there is sick, but it is a possibility. The truth of the matter, you can't control every situation. You can't control how everybody will react. You can only move forward. But life is full of rejection. You could be applying to that school you want to get to, trying to make the team you've been working so hard to get on. Rejection is always a possibility. How you respond to that rejection is what matters though. Rejection can either mean that it's not for you and there's a better thing afoot, or you're just not good enough and you need to work harder. People were rejecting my content at first. I got a DM the other day from a nigga. Said, yo bro, I see you going up. Not gonna lie, when you first started, I was like, he ain't got it. This guy's ass. But now look at you. Congrats on 100,000 subs. Third, embarrassment. This is one that I struggle with, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to face that shit. I don't mind living with the fear of embarrassment for the rest of my life. I feel like some niggas should to an extent. Some people are willing to do whatever the fuck. Look at some of the videos niggas do. Look at some of the content people make. But I do admire those people that do not care. It's a skill that you definitely can obtain, but some people are just born with a I don't give a fuck mindset. Call it caring what people think too much, whatever you want. Hey, it is what it is. But if you think like me, understand that there's a lot of things that you could be missing out on. I'm just willing to miss out on. Wait. Just one sec. Just want to take this time to tell y'all, come pull up to the reaction channel. I have 2 Astral Dior Plus and more Astral Dior. Not gonna lie, pull up to more Astral Dior at the moment. YouTube just gave me my second strike on my other one. But if you want to see more of me, go ahead, hit those links in the description, bro. We be having a fun time and I'm super consistent. I'll be posting 3 videos a day. That being said, let's get back to the video. ADD, let's do it. And the fear of embarrassment is a cancer. It created my fear of vomiting. When I was young in middle school, I remember pulling up feeling very nauseous. That morning we had some big thing where every single student had to go to the gym. I'm talking about from 6th to 8th grade, everybody. I'm sitting down, get that nauseous feeling again. I get up from my spot, ask some adult if I could go to the bathroom. Leading to the bathroom in the main hallway that everybody walks through to get to the gym, there's a water fountain. So in my stomach, I'm like, I'm gonna give me a little bit of water. As soon as I took a sip of the water, I throw up all in the water fountain. Just letting go, letting loose. I hurried up, go to the bathroom, get myself together. Whatever was going on in the gym was over. Everybody was being dismissed down that same hallway. I'm hearing all outside the door. Ew, somebody threw up in the water fountain. Ew, ew, ew. I don't show my stuff, I stay quiet. Later in the school day goes on, I'm thinking I'm feeling all right. That nausea comes back. Ask my teacher if I could go to the bathroom, get up, don't even make it. This time I just vomit all in the hallway. People putting 2 and 2 together and shit. I'm mid-vomit kid talking about, were you the one that threw up in the water fountain? The embarrassment that I felt was so unreal. Until this day, I do not vomit. No matter how bad I feel, it's going out the other end. It's not happening. And that's how embarrassment can keep you from doing a lot of the things you want to do. For a long time, I was embarrassed to show my face on the internet. If I held on to that, y'all wouldn't be watching this. So although I understand if you're scared to embarrass yourself, or you don't do whatever that is, ask yourself, is it hindering you from becoming more? And if it's not, you can go ahead and keep that embarrassment. I ain't gonna lie. Fourth, failing. This is a real bad one because you're gonna fail the rest of your life. Unless you don't change or do anything else from what you're doing at this moment, buckle up because that failure coming for that ass. I never had an issue with this because I've been failing shit all my life. I'm not too upset when I fail because all it's doing is showing me what I need to fix, what I need to do better. Video flops, I either need to do better at it or understand it's not for me or try something else, try it a different way. Y'all ever met a person that fails and after that is just done? They create a whole narrative about how that just don't work and they'll probably try to convince you that it's not gonna work for you. You gotta be like, watch out, bro. You and I are not the same. I gotta find it out, try some shit, put a little bit of effort in and fail and be right on 2K in his drawers the next day. The truth of the matter is that this life thing is full of failure until eventually you win so big it overlooks all of that. But even then, if you continue to progress, you gonna fail. So my advice is to fall in love with failing as much as you're in love with winning. Fifth, dying. I feel like this is one of those ones that we all may have in common. Thought of the unknown, what happens after. Honestly, I be praying and just hoping for the best. Hope wherever I go is quick and painless. But when I think of it, it's more so of the people that I know. Y'all know when y'all be thinking of that specific person if they were to pass, and you low-key get a little bit teary-eyed in public, you just gotta lock in. You be in the middle of ordering food, creating some crazy scenario of that person being gone. This is another one of the things where you have no control. It's sudden, it's scary, and you just gotta accept it. I'm the last person that can carry my last name. I have a plan to impregnate the earth so that way I can continue this lineage. I say that to say I've experienced a lot of death. You'll never be able to prepare yourself for this. It's tough because it seems like the closer you are to that person when they're gone, it hurts like crazy. On the other hand, you have that person that you're close to, but you haven't been talking to that often. You missing their calls. Y'all haven't spent that time that you've been wanting to spend, and just like that, they're gone. In some ways, that could hurt worse. It's a double-edged sword. That's advice that I feel I can give, but I personally realized by understanding that everybody has a date, it's not worth being scared of it each day. It's much better just to live in that moment and have those experiences with those people, because when it's said and done and you look back on it, that pain is easier to get out of. Lastly, pain. I feel like people move through life very scared to get hurt because a lot of people don't know how to deal with that pain. I'm definitely one of them. I do the grown man method, bottle it up, throw it somewhere, maybe vent to a couple of my partners about it, but move forward. Some would say that's not the best idea, but one thing I do know, you gotta face that pain. Be willing to be uncomfortable. If that relationship not working, let it go. If you haven't had that hard conversation because you know it's gonna be painful and you're trying to avoid the pain that's gonna come with it, you're gonna be a lot more sick when it either blows up in your face or it never gets resolved. I know that it's scary, and I'm gonna be honest, bro. When you're on the receiving end of that pain, talk to whoever you want to talk to. But understand that life keep going. The world not gonna stop. You gonna have to pick yourself up by the bootstraps to keep pushing. In the middle of one of my reaction channels blowing up, I'll make sure y'all go check those out. Astral Dior Plus and more Astral Dior. I got a strike that didn't let me post for 2 weeks, kind of slowing my momentum down. That hurt a lot. I was venting to my mother about it. You know what she told me? Have your time to be mad, but figure that shit out. Do what you got to do to get it back going and turn up. And I advise that you do the same. That being said, man, another video in the books. This year I really plan on pushing and going stupid, the hardest that I've ever gone. Appreciate it. If y'all like this video, sub up. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments about some of the things that I was saying. Binge the rest of the videos on the channel and we gone.